You're not afraid of failing. You're afraid of looking back one day and realizing you never really lived. You fear waking up years from now in the same routine with the same doubts, wondering where all the time went. And that fear follows you quietly, even when everything looks fine on the outside. It's the silent question that pops up on a Sunday night. The ache you feel when you see someone else taking a leap you've only dreamed of. It's the feeling that you're meant for something more, but you're stuck behind an invisible wall. You're not just going through the motions, you're haunted by them. The fear of wasting your life doesn't mean you're ungrateful. It doesn't mean you hate your life. It means you're deeply aware that time is limited, and you don't want to miss it. It's a sign that your soul is still awake. But the reason this fear feels so heavy isn't because you're doing everything wrong. It's because of how we've been taught to measure a meaningful life. We've been handed a broken ruler and told to measure our worth with it, and it's time to throw that ruler away. From a young age, you were given an invisible timeline. By a certain age, you're supposed to have clarity, purpose, success, certainty, get the degree, find the partner, buy the house, climb the ladder. It's a checklist that society hands out at birth. So when your life doesn't match that timeline, when you're 30 and still figuring things out, or 40 and starting over, your brain tells you you're falling behind. Everyone else is on track, and you're lost in the woods. Even rest starts to feel dangerous, like you're losing time instead of living it. But life isn't a race with checkpoints. It never was. The pressure you feel isn't intuition. It's conditioning. It's an old story you were taught, not a truth you have to live by. You also fear wasting your life because you've been taught that value comes from output, doing more, achieving more, becoming more. Your worth is tied to your productivity report. You celebrate hustle and glamorize burnout. So when you're simply existing, healing from a loss, resting after a hard season, or just quietly figuring things out, it feels like nothing is happening. It feels like wasted time. But meaning isn't created through constant motion. Some of the most important seasons of your life won't look impressive at all. They'll look quiet, slow, uncertain. They're the moments when you're rebuilding yourself from the inside out. And they'll still matter deeply, perhaps more than any promotion or public achievement ever could. A big part of this fear is the belief that there's one right path, and if you miss it, your life is ruined. One wrong turn, and it's game over, so you hesitate. You overthink every decision, waiting for a sign, for a guarantee, for a feeling of absolute clarity that never fully comes. You stay in the job you dislike, the city that drains you, the relationship that feels small, because the fear of making the wrong choice is paralyzing. But there is no single decision that defines whether your life was wasted or meaningful. Meaning isn't destroyed by detours. It's built through experience, growth, and honesty. You don't waste your life by choosing imperfectly. You waste it by never choosing at all, by letting fear make all your decisions for you. Here's what no one tells you. The fear of wasting your life is often a sign that you want to live intentionally. It means you want depth, connection, truth. You don't want to sleepwalk through your days until you wake up at the finish line. It's wondering how you got there. That fear isn't your enemy. It's a signal. It's your inner self knocking on the door, asking you to pay attention. It's not a command to rush and panic, but an invitation to slow down and listen to what your life is trying to tell you. You don't need to have everything figured out to be living a meaningful life. You just need to be present enough to notice when something no longer fits and brave enough to keep listening to yourself. You're not running out of time. You're just learning how to use it, moment by moment, choice by choice. Thanks for watching.